We get a lot of calls on the helpline from employers who have got concerns about their employee with epilepsy's safety at work. They want to make sure that they're keeping both their employee and other colleagues safe, and how to do that. The first thing we'd advise employers to do is find out as much as possible about their employee's epilepsy, and to do that they could use our seizure action plan to find out how their seizures affect them and what help they might need. And actually they might be surprised to find that their employee's epilepsy doesn't affect them in the way that they expected. For example, some employees might only have seizures at night or early in the morning, and then their seizures might not affect them much at work. The next step is to do a risk assessment, and what we'd usually advise employers to do is to use their existing risk assessment for the employee's job, but to look at it in terms of epilepsy and talk to their employee to see if there are any extra safety concerns that their epilepsy might present and how they could help with that. We often find that employers are surprised when they speak to their employee with epilepsy and find out that it doesn't pose as much of a safety risk at work as they had originally feared. So it might be that the employee only needs some small adjustments to make things safer for them. That could be as simple as a change to their working pattern or a later start, or some changes to their working environment, or to make sure that all their colleagues know how to help if they have a seizure at work. It's important to remember that you've got a legal duty to make reasonable adjustments for people with epilepsy to help them be safe at work. If you don't make reasonable adjustments, you need to have a good reason to justify that. And if you don't have a good reason, it could be that you're guilty of disability discrimination. There are actually very few jobs that people with epilepsy can't do as long as the right adjustments are put in place. But if you do as an employer have any concerns or worries about employing somebody with epilepsy or what adjustments you might be able to do, then call the Epilepsy Action Helpline. We talk to employers from all walks of business, and we're always happy to help with any questions or concerns. If your employee tells you that their epilepsy has changed, for example, they've got a change to their medication or their seizure pattern has changed, it's important to review their risk assessment, just to have a look at it and see if it's still fit for purpose, or if you need to make any further changes to keep them safe at work. We've got templates as part of our employer's toolkit to help you with that, including risk assessment templates, personal evacuation plan templates, and we've also got completed risk assessments so you can see examples of how they could look.